Welcome to Baxter Bell Yoga. I'm Baxter Bell. I have 3 quick requests for you and then we'll get right into our video practice for today. Number 1, please check out my website, baxterbell.com, where you can find access to my online yoga classes. You can find opportunities to dive deeper into your yoga learning, and you can find more free content. Number 2, please reach out to me personally at baxterbell.com if you'd like to set up a one-on-one session to improve your overall yoga practice, or if you'd like to address any health issues that you have with yoga therapy. Number 3, if you enjoy this video and you find it helpful, please like it when you're done. That would be really helpful. So that's it. Let's take a look at what our practice for today is. Well, I'm very excited you're here today because we're going to be working on one of my favorite pranayama practices or breath practices. This practice is called Kapalabhati breathing, or skull brightening or skull cleaning breath. And the yogis believe that this would kind of clean out the cobwebs and energetically kind of clear the mind. And I imagine that this was probably a practice that would be done before meditation. How beautiful to kind of clean the mind or clean the skull before going into your meditative practice. So one of the challenges in this pose is that it involves a quick exhale and a quiet, kind of quick inhale. So you're not going to really hear or necessarily have a huge feeling when you take your inhale, but you do want to kind of keep the inhale and exhale balanced to a certain extent, because if you overemphasize the exhale, which is a quick explosive exhale, and then you only take in a little breath in, you're going to start to run out of the ability to continue doing this. So there has to be a little bit of awareness of the fact that even though we're not creating the sound actively to create that inhalation, that we're still taking a nice quiet inhalation in after the quick exhalation. The other thing is the quick exhalation is assisted by snapping the belly or contracting the belly toward the spine as you're exhaling. So if I pull my t-shirt in a little bit, if I exhale quickly, you can actually observe this area pulling in away from my t-shirt a little bit while I'm exhaling. If I allow that to then relax immediately after I've done my exhale, then I will notice that my belly relaxes forward and I can take a comfortable little breath in following that quick forceful exhale. So the pattern is quick forceful exhale followed by silent equal inhale. And we'll start out with a slow rhythm, but know that with practice and making sure that you're not getting lightheaded, you can build your pace a little more actively. The other thing I recommend having is something that you can wipe your nose with, because we're exploding this exhale out through the nose, oftentimes mucus will come out with it. So you want to make sure you've got something to clean house, as it were. All right, so I've got my little bandana over here off to the side ready for action. So you can rest your hands anywhere you'd like. It's helpful to sit up nice and tall, because that tall sitting position is the position in which typically we have the most efficient breathing. The same is true when we're standing in mountain pose. Although I don't often do this breath practice in mountain pose, I prefer to do this sitting. You could do it there as well. So let's do about 6 repetitions just to kind of get used to this. And then once we feel like we're in the groove, we might extend that so that we do this for about a minute or so. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. I like to take a comfortable breath in, and halfway through an exhale, I start with the quick exhale. I'll say that again. Halfway through a normal exhale, I'll start with my quick exhale. I just find that works really nicely for me. So I'm going to describe that the first time, and then I'm going to join you, and you can try to follow my rhythm, but it's certainly fine if you go a little slower or a little faster on your own. Remember, following every exhale, there's a quiet inhale that takes place. Okay, let's try 6 rounds together. Sitting up nice and tall, take a comfortable breath in, and halfway through the exhale, we'll begin. So relaxing your breath now, going back to normal breathing. If you were watching the screen as you heard my exhale, you could probably see my belly draw quickly back towards the spine away from the t-shirt. So you see a ripple in the fabric of my shirt. So now let's try to set that same pace. You can again go slower, faster, and we'll do that for a little bit longer. We're going to go for about a minute. Okay, so again, I'm going to remind you, we're going to take an inhale. Halfway through the exhale, you'll hear me start my rhythm. Okay, so that's your cue. Here we go. Comfortable inhale. Halfway through the exhale. Now on your next exhale, squeeze the breath all the way out. Take a comfortable breath in. And then open your mouth and just exhale comfortably out of your mouth. I don't know if you could sense this, but I could really sense the work of my abdominal muscles as I was exhaling, snapping my belly toward the spine. So a secondary benefit of Kapalabhati breathing is that we can also strengthen some of the front abdominal muscles by doing that on a regular basis. Pretty nice. We're going to repeat that one final time, about the same number of breaths. So let's sit nice and tall. Take a comfortable breath in, and halfway through our exhale, we'll begin. Squeeze the breath all the way out this time. Take a comfortable breath in. And then open the mouth and exhale out. Now, as you pause and let go of that, if you found yourself getting lightheaded, you might have been overemphasizing the exhale and not allowing for as comfortable an inhale as you could have. So maybe you slow things down a little bit more as a way of kind of working with that. So we're not trying to become lightheaded. In fact, we want to feel pretty grounded and centered as we do this. So be playful with that, and certainly feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to email me. You can find my email on my website if you have any questions. So play around with Kapalabhati breathing, skull brightening or skull cleaning breath this week in your home practice, and I hope you enjoy that. What's even better than these short practices with me on YouTube is actually joining me for a full live streaming class sometime soon. So check out my website, my schedule's there. Otherwise, I just want to thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.